So I had quite an interesting call this morning from a friend of mine, lady friend of mine. She's calling me this morning, and we are talking such intimate conversation. No, I'm only joking, but yeah, it was a lady friend. And she was telling me about she went out last night to some party or some gig or something, basically linked to entertainment, marketing, that kind of vibe. And was she complaining? Because she said there were so few men there. There were mostly women, a lot of women, and no men. And she was like saying, what's happening? I mean, even the women, they were all very butch apparently. I don't know. Got to be so careful how you say this shit. You've got to worry about, like, if you say something about some group of men, women, whoever, it's derogatory, it's bullshit, and we should be able to discuss. But anyway, let's not go there. But she was going and she's saying, right, where have all the men gone? Long time passing. Basically, yeah. And where have they gone? What has happened? So let's look at this thing in more detail. Let's look at this gender-based violence, which we know is fucking up our lives, along with racism and all that shit. And how is it impacting on our lives? Well, yes, it's made, first of all, there's both sides to the story. The men that have been violent and aggressive to women and abusive, they must go down. Of course, obviously, that goes without saying. That is not even part of the conversation. But whether women play a role in that should be brought into the conversation, and how their role does impact on lives. And could it be that now we see everywhere, if you go into jobs as a quota, if a woman is chasing a job against another woman, all holds barred, nothing. You can do what you like, go baby, it's open season. A woman does against a man, hey, it's the same thing, open season, plus you got the added benefit that if you would like to somehow get a charge against the guy for for harassment or something, your chances are very, very good that it will work in your favor. Yes, I'm being sarcastic, but it's a fact. This happens. Maybe both sides. Because you get the other guys that do abuse it and are hurting women and fucking taking chances and raping and abusing. It's crazy. It's a fucked up society. But we cannot judge how we are based on the perverts and nutters at the fringe of society. I mean, it's like seeing people that are serial killers saying, wow, we're all serial killers now. It's not. Those are serial killers. Let's sort them out. Let's sort the problems out as they come. But getting back to this whole thing about the impact on our society. When I was young, you wanted to take a girl out, you made the first move. You went, you saw her, you smiled at her, fluttered your eyelashes, she picked them up and fluttered them back at you. Eventually you held her hand, went to the movie house and spent the rest of the movie trying to get your hand on her boob. I mean, that was basically a structure at about 15, I suppose. But it was fun, it was part of the courting game. And now, I hear you got to ask a girl if you can hold her hand. Hello. I'm feeling very, very strange, aroused thoughts for you. Can I hold your hand? Yes, you can. And you hold your hand, you touch your arm, and you're going to get clapped. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, where's the chance for courtship? It is the courting that made it so exciting when eventually you did start going to petting and eventually making love. It made it worthwhile. It was the chase, and now you can't. But actually, you can. If you're a woman, women can hunt men. They can, and women I think are more predatory than men, which has resulted in men thinking, yeah, fuck, this relationship, I don't want to get serious, she won't respect me in the morning. So what we do is don't get involved because it's a nightmare, it's going to be a long journey because all of a sudden the women are going to be in charge of you, and this is what's happening in the workplace and at home. And ladies, if you think it's not, do me a favor, have a decent look, have an objective look. Like I'm trying to have a look, and we've been forced to have objective looks from the female side. Have a look and see what it's doing to your family and to your society. And anyway, so now we go, and where was I? Got lost on my train of thought here. It's the weed, man. It's the weed. No, I'm only joking. But it has having an impact. So now men are not wanting to get involved, and they know they can go and pretty easily get picked up if they go out. So why bother getting involved? And why bother going to the place? And why bother engaging in conversation? That's terribly frightening. We've got to move beyond that. We've got to move back where we enjoy each other's company. Don't feel the one side feels like it's being baited and the other one is out fishing. It's just crazy. We've got to start pulling emotions and love and romance back into relationships so that we all go out on even footing. Women, as ladies, hopefully. I like ladies personally. And men as Easter bunnies. No, I'm only joking. Men as men, obviously. Have fun, guys. Later.